Okay, that should have done that. And we are playing a quick game of ARAM just to try and obtain Darius Champion Permanent. ARAM, as indicated here, is a random mode on a special map that is essentially one lane. And you can get any of the characters you own. For me right now, that's not very many. We are not worried about that. We're going to go ahead and unlock Brand, because Brand is good in ARAM. And now, I can honestly say the only characters I don't want to hit are Master Yi and Alawi. But if we hit them, we'll make it work.
I thought you'd never pick me.
So normally I always give it at least a good reroll,
I thought you'd never pick me.
just to give our team options. I think that Sivir's probably strong here, but I don't mind playing a Mumu, even if I can't do my weird rune setups. I do think supports are undervalued here. We'll actually turn around and we'll take the Janna and we'll play a support. Oh, okay. Well, that happens. People decided they didn't want to play. Either they didn't get the character they were hoping for, or maybe they just decided they didn't have time to play anymore. Who knows? Well, while we wait, let's look back, see if I can remember how things went so far. Let's see. So we had a couple games where we seemed to have gotten a lot of kills. We had last game, or the game before last, which was very uneventful. We had a player AFK, and then our lane was abandoned. And we had last game where we certainly could have played better, but we did have fun trying out some new items. What is this? I have no idea what this item is.
I can never resist an invitation
Okay,
to dance.
well, Zaya's a character in the game, and so is Akali,
No master.
but we don't want to play Akali. Tristana's not super complicated. Might be worth picking up here. I think Annie's not a bad
You wanna play too? It'll be fun.
essentially beginner character. And let's go see what people are building on Annie these days. We might agree with it, we might not. We'll see what happens. Looks pretty standard to me. I think Everfrost is just too good. Like, we just need to learn to play with Everfrost. Hmm. Sorry, I'm just looking at the mythic items right now. So Leandri's is basically your AP tank answer. I don't think we need that. Looking at what we're up against, we just need burst. Burst, burst, burst. And Everfrost or Ludens are probably our go-tos here.
What are you buying?
Let's start with probably the Guardian's Orb. Actually, can I afford a full? I can.
Oh, yes, that one.
Skip, jump.
And we're gonna level up a little bit of everything.
Excelsior!
I forget our Molten Shield can be cast on other players now.
To the howling abyss.
That was technically in the game last time I played, but it's been a while.
Don't be a scaredy cat.
Minions have spawned.
This way.
That's unfortunate. Our game keeps blooping and I don't know why. If I had friends or a messenger thing going on, I could understand that, but I don't. Why does this tank minion have an oracles? Is that normal? It was a good attempt. He tried. They're working really well together. It's kind of unfortunate. I'm tempted to go like Mercury Treads into some weird janky tank build, but I can technically just explode them all eventually.
Don't be a scaredy cat.
Something dangerous. Or shiny.
Movement speed's going to be important here, is how we're going to dodge traps and stuff. Alright, we now have our R. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build up to a stun, and then we're just gonna drop it on somebody. think the boots are going to be important.
I never played that.
I die here, frozen and alone. Tell them I did it for science.
They all went for Noon Quiver. Maybe they're all building the same item.
Enemy killing spree.
Would be good for us. Because I'm eventually just hoping they all group up. So, you know, if the enemy team just kind of spreads out and never groups up, I don't know what I'm going to do. Whoops. That was explosive. Just not quite in the way we were hoping. Definitely not having access to runes makes a lot of things harder. We should have bought an item, any item, but I want to finish my mythic item. Mostly because I haven't learned whether or not to prioritize mythic items.
Come out, wherever you
Mordekaiser's ults are certainly questionable, I think is what I'm going to say. But then again, they probably think the same about me. I am used to playing a much tankier version of this character. I feel like they must have nerfed the health at some point when I wasn't looking. Because I feel like Annie just tanks a crap ton of damage right now. Look at him go.
have you seen my bear Tibbers? I never played
Maybe Omnivamp is what I need. Let's see. So we're really squishy. We need something defensive. So probably a Seekers. Seems to make sense. I think potions are just kind of a waste at this point. I don't know.
Rampage.
Put that on 3. We'll try to put our I'm gonna look back and find out that's where I wanted my stopwatch, isn't it? tank minion having an Oracles is interesting. I guess that prevents things like Teemo and Shaco from becoming really, really strong. But I feel like those characters were only ever strong in this game mode, so it kind of just takes away from like the one thing they were good at. I don't know. That's not to say that I don't think they're perfectly viable in other game modes. I just feel like this is where they were more common. Nope. Just noping the heck out of Nope Town. Again. It's... I can't express how difficult it is to change key bindings.
An ally has been slain.
So basically, I hit my flash key correctly, and then I tried to press 4, because that's what I'm used to R being. And then I realized I was pressing 4. I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely not helping my team, to say the least.
Shut down. Aced. An enemy has been slain.
But I do need to get used to activatable items. Support schemes are full of them. Vel'Koz is strong on this map. I got about 20 seconds before I can look to go in, unless he wants to do something dumb. Why was she stunned for so long? I can't get off a spell. Like, I just don't press my buttons fast enough. It's a player problem for sure. This is definitely on me.
Killing spree.
Look at him go. A good thing my teammate doesn't need me. I haven't felt like a weak link like this in a while. I'm not sure if it's a good thing or not. Can easily say this is going to be the last thing I do for League for today. We'll do more tomorrow. We'll work on getting better.
Enemy double kill.
For some reason, I thought our team was doing better on the other side. Can I even see what our, Oh, that's why. So our rune setup is, awful.
Double kill.
Like, I wouldn't take this on lane Annie.
Don't be a scaredy cat.
think that was played correctly. Alright, so alt is self-cast. I couldn't save her. Well, thank goodness for the Ezreal and the rest of my team carrying me to this victory. Gotta show those supports some love. Runes, new feature. Darius champion permanent. So we're gonna look at these because I don't feel like this video is particularly long, but I could always double check. It's 20 minutes, about as long as the first one. But we'll look at the stuff we just picked up, and then we will call it a day. So we still need to last hit a bunch of minions. I wish it would tell me if this is going to expire. That's okay. Like, it's not the end of the world. But ideally, you would last hit your 100 minions, even if you had to do it in bot matches. So our objective becomes spend a lot of money, which is fine. We can last hit minions to get the money that we need to spend here. Let's see, our loot. We have Darius, who we're going to unlock. In the event we need to play top, we'll at least have a champion we can play. We can unlock a ward skin, because why not? And, yeah. So that last game definitely felt really bad. I'm glad my teammates were there to lift me up and carry me across the finish line. Because I certainly felt like I fell on my face more than a few times. So today we managed to unlock our runes, which we could take a look at really quickly. So we have Precision, Dominator, Sorcery, and Colossus. I think generically it's supposed to be Tank, Mage, Assassin, and Marksman. I think at level 10 we'll get the ability to create new rune pages. Yes, that's what we're looking for. These are okay, especially if you're just trying to get to a feel for things, but eventually you're going to want to be able to like read them all. I might make that a video on its own, but I don't know. I can't imagine people want to sit here and hear me read the different things, but I can if it helps. I know I need to read through them personally, so it'll likely come up. But maybe not all in one place. So yeah, we could afford to buy a champion or a few champions. We get to choose between, for tomorrow's daily reward, Thresh, Sona, and Nami. So let's just go ahead to the shop and look them up real quick. So let's look up Thresh. Thresh is 4,800. Sona is 3,150. And Nami, 4,800. So I think it becomes a question of what type of support player do you want to be. So let's show unowned. Thresh is a kind of an engage support. So Thresh's abilities, his hook and his flay, are about controlling space, but not in the same way that Lux controls space. So Thresh controls space by engaging, going in, and then lanterning people in or out of situations. And his ultimate is just kind of a massive slow. Nami controls space in a very different way. And Sona is more of kind of an aura as a character. Like, Sona exists to provide auras and kind of move the team as a group. I think we're gonna pick Nami because that's what I want to play. I'm not opposed to Thresh. I just think Nami is less punishing if you do it incorrectly. Or at least less directly punishing. So the thing that I find interesting about Nami is her passive is that all of her abilities on allied champions give them movement speed, which is, I think, underrated. The ability to move slightly faster. Aqua Prison is probably the hardest ability to land consistently because it has a travel time. Ebb and Flow is good. It can be used to heal you and your ally, or damage both lane opponents if you know what you're doing. Tidecaller's Blessing is good. It slows the enemy. It puts a little bit of a shield on if you're using Summoner Aerie. I don't know if it shields without that. I can't remember, to be honest. And Tidal Wave is an engage tool, a disengage tool. It's all about how you want to use it. It generally dissuades people from walking in the path of the tidal wave, regardless of that it doesn't exactly do a ton of damage. Other supports we might want to consider picking up. And I'll make the decision what characters we're going to buy when we reach level 30 before we go into ranked. Unless I get some sort of feedback before then. I think. So I think we're going to pick up Nami off of the daily play rewards. And then here we'll likely pick Echo. Let's just plan ahead a little bit here. So champions, Fizz, 4,800, Talon's 4,800, Echo is the most expensive one, so I will definitely be picking up Echo. So now let's look at potential supports. So Rel is the newest support and likely fairly strong right now. Seraphine, when I watched the Champion Spotlight, reminds me a lot of Sona, and I don't know if she's a better or worse Sona. Senna, I'm not likely to play unless it is specifically requested. Same with Yumi. Pyke is good in the right hands, but I'm not sure those are mine. I enjoy playing Rakan, though he's probably on the squishier side of the supports. I think Tahm Kench is going to be something I want to learn, though I'm not sure how easy or hard that'll be. I think a good Bard can solo win games if you can use the ultimate like intelligently, but again, that's something I think I would struggle with. So I'm definitely going to start off with Nami and probably Lulu, because I struggle with weaker, squishier caster supports. And we're certainly going to pick up Alistar as an option, and Morgana as an option. And I'm not opposed to trying some Zillion shenanigans, but I think we're definitely going to pick up some of these cheaper ones. So Zillion, Morgana, Jaina, Alistar. We'll see what I have. Basically, I want to have 2 characters I can play in every role, just in case I don't get support. So we'll see what I have when I get to level 30. So part of what you get when you level up are little capsules. They're like these chests. They have things in them that you can unlock for less of this resource than you would otherwise. So we're going to wait and see what all champion options I have in those before we spend any of this. And if that doesn't make any sense, hopefully it will by the time we reach level 30. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day for now. I hope you're having a good day, and if you're enjoying this, I guess I might see you next time.